Keep watching to learn about Terry Jackson's involvement in the Devin Willock case. Terry, we see in the news and lots of newspaper coverage that you're representing the family of University of Georgia football player Devin Willock. If you would, I guess, tell us a little about the litigation. I know you're very early in the process, and my very limited knowledge is that he was killed in a car accident, I guess, during the celebration of Georgia's national football championship.
Yes, tragedy on both parts. When I say both parts, the driver, Chandler LaCroix, was killed and Devin Willock were killed. You know, it's a tragedy and heartbreak for everyone in the UGA family. I represent Dave Willock and will be representing the estate also. But yes, it's an unfortunate tragedy. The public accounts are accurate. Her Chandler LaCroix's blood alcohol was 0.197, and the airbag control module, or the black box or computer on her vehicle, shows she was doing 104 miles per hour 3 seconds before impact. That's the easy part of the case, how it happened. There's some pretty rich evidence in the case, but the real issue in this case is allowing someone to use your vehicle, permissive use, street racing. Each state has laws specific to that, as does Georgia. And then there's an issue called tandem driving. If two vehicles are racing with each other and only one of them crashes and hurts someone, does the other car get off free? The answer to that is no. That's not a logical or common sense approach, and the law doesn't follow that. It's called tandem driving, and Georgia has specific laws and precedent that establish that.
Wow. Between the blood alcohol and the speed, you're right. It's easy to see how this very tragic accident happened. And so when you talk about permissive use, I think that the driver was an employee of the university and was maybe involved in recruiting, or is that the connection with permissive use?
Yes, as the news, and this case has been heavily covered by the media. She was a recruiting analyst, a part-time employee, and she was driving the vehicle with permission. She was given the keys or told where they were, told to pick up the vehicle that evening. There's some other details I can't get into. But when I say responsibility, raise your hand. If a tragedy like this happens, the facts should be pretty well known to both sides. Raise your hand and be accountable. It does not bode well in the short or long term to deny things that you know to be true. And, we've got a fight on our hands, but we believe the facts and the law are with us.
One question that always crosses my mind, and it's just interesting. How did you come to represent Devin Willock's family?
A colleague of mine who's an ex-judge here in the state, and he's a well-known mediator now, mediates a lot of big cases. He and I were getting together after the holidays. This was in first part of March. We were talking, and I'm sure this will warm your heart, Donna, about Alabama football. And I just happened to mention the UGA case and what a tragedy that was. And he happened to know the lawyer that had signed up the case, and that was my introduction. He introduced me to the lawyer. We reached an agreement. They needed some help, and I was willing to help. And it's a great case. I'm a football fan. Certainly, I'm a UGA football. I'm a Tennessee fan first, but I love the Bulldogs too. So it does not warm my heart to be cross purposes with the athletic association. This has nothing to do with the football team. This is, about administrative tasks and functions and what occurred that night.
Okay. Well, we all know that nothing could ever make up to this family for their horrific loss. And I just want to say thank you for your willingness to take on the case and represent this family and try to get the justice that they so richly deserve.
Well, that's what we all try to do. It's, we got a tough road to hoe ahead of us, but we think we'll get there.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking with us about that. And hopefully we have a future episode in store to hear about the outcome of the Willock case. And if there were another trial lawyer who, very much like this case, had a case that he signed up and really knew he needed a special expertise like yours, how might they get in touch with you for consultation or even representation?
Sure. They can reach me, of course, on my website. It's easy, terryjacksonlaw.com. And the old-fashioned way is available also. Just call 404-659-2400. Used to, I guess there are some lawyers that still have 1-800 numbers. I can't remember the last time any of us got a long-distance bill, but that number's easy to catch me at.
Thank you. Thank you so much for what you're doing for this family, and thank you for joining us today.
Fantastic. Thank you, Donna.